John Campbell here with the market report from winter livestock in La Junta today, Tuesday the 26th. A little lighter receipts on account of the holiday, but cows and bulls would have been another buck or two better this week, as were the feeding cattle, maybe $2 to $3 higher. About the only decline was in these lightweight calves. Were the 1st of June, and they're kind of going out of style. So I thought I'd talk a little bit about a unique group of individuals, and that's these auction market operators, and you know, they're just like everybody else. Why, they're cow-calf guys, and they're stocker operators, and they're fat cattle feeders, and wear a lot of hats. Why, you want somebody who's pretty resourceful in terms of the price of grass around, or the cost of gain, or the freight rate, or who the state vet is in the neighboring vet. Why, these guys are resourceful. They know their product. Why, any given week, why, they could tell you within $100 what a Jersey brindle hatchet ass heifer is worth, whether she's open or 3 months bred to a Wagyu bull. Why, any of these auction guys, why, hell, they're smarter than a whole busload of county agents. But the good ones, though, they know your family, your wife, your kids, your operation, your cattle, and you can't believe the countless hours that they and their staff put into promoting your product, to putting it in the very best light that they possibly can, and on the phone till all hours of the night, contacting these buyers and soliciting them in to buy your product, and they'll work hard on every draft and get every dollar that they can, and they're a lot more concerned about your cattle and your cattle's well-being than they ever would be about themselves. So I guess the next time you get a minute, why, go by and thank your auction manager, your local guy, for he's really fighting your fight, this thing that we're in the middle of now, and he's bearing the expense and more than anything, the exposure of it. And at the end of the day, why, he probably piss more customers off than he'll ever gain by just saying what he thinks the industry needs and what he believes in. And go in and thank him for establishing the calf and the yearling price that you guys use to price your cattle out in the country. You need him for that, but don't get too teary-eyed or feel too bad for him. You know, he's in the greatest business model that's out there, and it all starts with competition. And in that business, there's a lot of it. And what a concept. It's a great foundation for any business to be in. It keeps his price that he charges the customer in check, because there's competition out there that'll try to do it cheaper. He's got to keep the quality of his service up, because there's competition out there that's trying to do a better job. And you know, he's got to put his A game on every week, because he knows within a 150-mile radius of any one of them, there's anywhere from 3 to 5 other auction competitors out there that would love to have his customer base. So what a concept. And I'd ask you to think about that the next time you sell direct to one of these corporate feeders, and ask yourself how you'll be treated when he's the only buyer that you got left. Talk to some of these independent feed yards that only have one buyer. They buy them for $95 coming in the front door, and sell them for $3.95 going out the back door. And the only advertising they do is they want to ensure the U.S. consumer that they're going to have plenty of product, because they'll supply it all to them direct from Brazil.